So I did it. I ordered All In on pay-per-view. I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling tonight. Woken. What have I been missing all this time? And it just felt like such a huge night for wrestling that I just could not let tonight go without talking about it, because it got me in the feels in so many different ways. So I'm just gonna get right to it.
Welcome to the demon level, body slam you through the rubble. Hosted by your demon diva, Queen of Sass, Stylisa.
Hi there, wrestling lovers. Bienvenidos. Welcome to a special edition of the Demon Level tonight. The Demon Level is All In, and I am so excited to talk about just a few things I just wanted to say about watching the All In pay-per-view tonight. But before I get started, make sure you go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WWE Demon Diva, same handle for both. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you can get notifications every time I release a new video. I have a couple of new videos coming out this weekend, and of course reactions next week, along with any random, oh my god, I need to talk about wrestling moments that I get like I did tonight. Also, make sure to go check out rentwithin.com and subscribe to Rent Within in iTunes so you can get some of my podcasting exclusive content that I do for their network. If you watch my channel, I actually have even said it before. Oh shit. Alright. Now here's the thing. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I have said before that I am not one to watch indie wrestling. Never really threw shade at people that watch any other, not just indie, any other promotion outside of WWE, right? My handle everywhere is WWE Demon Diva for a reason. Half the time I said, you know what, I don't have time for more wrestling, which is true. I don't have time for more wrestling in my life. WWE programming can take a lot of hours of your week. But I am a personal huge believer in the be the change you want to see. I am a huge believer in proving those people that say that you can't, that you can. So of course, even though I don't watch, I kept a close eye on what was going on with All In. If you love wrestling as a whole, if you're a wrestling fan, such as myself, you know that, this was something huge, and it all sparked from a tweet from Dave Metzler, and then Cody Rhodes responding, you know what, I'll take you on that. And that, to see that back in May of 2017, transform into what we saw tonight. If you're a wrestling content creator, you have to appreciate what we did see tonight. You have to, because it felt like such a historic moment, like something big happened. And whether you like only WWE, like myself or not, just as a wrestling fan, you have to appreciate what we saw tonight. You know, you cannot, there's not anytime soon they will not sell out a 10,000 seat arena. And to see that come together, I mean, I might get emotional just talking about it. You know, I'm a person that I've done a lot of things on my own to prove people wrong, and done things that nobody said that I could do on my own. And it is awesome to have inspiration from other people. And when you put that inspiration into something that I'm so passionate about, like wrestling, it's just really cool to see. But I didn't go, and I regret that. You know, watching Podcast Raw and all that, I wish I would have taken the channel there, done some interviews, etc. But I didn't go because I'm like, I don't cover this content. I don't know who these people are. You know, I only do reactions and I only do WWE related things. And even though this week, these last few months, I have wanted to add additional content, it's not something that I wanted to do anytime soon. So I didn't feel like StarCast and any of that was just right for me. And I didn't want to go to All In based on the fact that it's not something that I was familiar with the people that were wrestling. I didn't even know the card. So I thought I skipped this. Then that FOMO hit as all of my friends and fellow content creators started arriving in Chicago, and I started seeing all of these things all over my TL, and it had that really good WrestleMania week feel to it. I'm not gonna lie, I was mad that I didn't go. I was mad. And today, I decided I'm going to support it. I decided, you know what? I have no excuse for it, right? Like, I watch every takeover. I don't watch that on a weekly basis, and I enjoy the shows. So when I thought about that, I was like, why wouldn't I be able to enjoy All In if I'm not familiar with the characters? You know, sometimes I'm not familiar with the characters in TakeOver. You know, a lot of times the roster change as people get called up and you have no idea who you're watching, but they put on the really good TakeOver and you don't see them again for another 3 months, because I do not watch NXT on a weekly basis. So just based on that mentality, I was like, why would I talk myself out of this if I do it for NXT and I enjoy it, even not knowing the storyline? So I decided I'm going to order this pay-per-view and I'm going to support this because it is such a huge moment for all of wrestling. All of wrestling. This is not about Ring of Honor. This is not about New Japan. This is not about WWE. This is about wrestling, that sports / entertainment that we love so much. So why not? By the way, I stole this from my nephew, who stole it from my other nephew. So this is a shirt that keeps on giving, but I thought that tonight was the perfect night to wear it. I decided to order the pay-per-view. $34.99. Everything about All In was done right, including the pricing on the seats, the pricing on the pay-per-views. They were very smart about the marketing, about who they included, and about the pricing. $34.99, that was a great price. And even if you order it through Fight TV and you put in a referral code, that a lot of people were putting out referral codes on Twitter, you would even get $15 off. So, why complain about that? I mean, if All In is a once a year for this year, paying $34.99, how much do you pay for the WWE Network in 12 months? Just one pay-per-view, and it was worth it. It was worth it. I was halfway through the show, and I already felt like I had gotten my money worth. That says something. I already feel like I didn't regret ordering this pay-per-view. I have ordered UFC pay-per-views and paid a lot higher than that. Then I'm like, fuck, I wish I could get my money back. So the pricing on that pay-per-view was perfect. I decided literally at 5:30 p.m. I will support this. I am going to support this. I am all in. WWE Demon Diva, I did not sell out. I was just all in because, like I said, I'm a wrestling fan. And tonight felt like a big, big wrestling moment. So I did it. And I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to give you some background. Of course I know who Cody Rhodes is. I know who the Young Bucks are. Had never watched him wrestle before. I have watched 2 Omega matches to date. His match with Jericho. And I watched his first match with Okada. That's all I have seen. I knew who some of the ladies were just based on names or who they're dating, right? Hadn't seen them wrestle. Of course, I know who Stephen Amell is. Saw him wrestle at SummerSlam. So I'm just trying to give you a background of how ignorant I went into this pay-per-view. I didn't know who these people were. I didn't know what the storyline was. I knew what was going on with Cody Rhodes. I knew the NWA title, what it meant. So I was very excited for that moment. Thought that would main event. Then I thought that Omega would main event. Then I saw that the Young Bucks and the Rey Mysterio and that big 6-man tag main event thing. And I'm like, why? When it was done, I knew exactly why. So if you're watching this, you probably watched the show, and I am not going to do a match per match, your typical recap review. I just want to talk to you about just the few things that I took out of this. You know, I was on a Periscope stream while I was watching All In, and the first thing that I would like to point out is the crowd. The crowd that was on my stream commenting and speaking with me live was a very friendly crowd. And sometimes when we're watching WWE pay-per-views and we're live tweeting or doing whatever, there's a lot of just back and forward attacking each other. I didn't feel that tonight. And I told the people on my stream, listen, I don't know anything about what's going on. And people had no problem educating your girl about who these people were and what was going on. So that was really cool. And I watched the Omega and Jericho match live when they wrestled at Wrestle Kingdom. And I felt the same thing. I felt like that crowd, that fan group, it's very different. So, you know, sometimes a lot of us that watch WWE can hate on that crowd, but I have nothing but love for the crowd that watched that. And a lot of people were like, you need to go back and watch this. This is what's happening. This is what you need to know. So it was really cool to be surrounded by just fans that were just having fun. It felt like tonight united wrestling fans, the experts, the ones that were all in from the beginning, the ones that decided to go all in last minute, like myself. I felt like a united wrestling community, and I wish it felt like that every day because I had so much fun. I'll talk to you about my 3 favorite matches. Let me see, hold on, I got notes. That's how serious I am about this because tonight was awesome. But so tonight, all in, it was ladies' night. I was so impressed by this girl. Special shout out to Phil and Ann from Rent Within, who have always talked so highly of Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard this and Tessa Blanchard that. And I'm like, okay, I never watched a girl wrestle. I am shook. I am so impressed. All 4 of them. I'm very impressed with Tessa. Do not get me wrong. She is so much fun to watch. But all 4 of those ladies look so much better than half of the roster of the weekly programming that I'm currently watching right now. Like, it was up to one point, it was my favorite match of the night. And it might still be a tie. So, but All In was ladies' night. They killed it, and it just... Bravo. Evolution, you have some big shoes to fill because that match, I don't know that we can, I hope that we can get a match that good at Evolution. I guess it'll all depend on who we book against each other, right? So, this girl, I will not fuck with you, okay? That is the kind of friend that you want to have. Like, she looks like some kind you want to hang out with, do your makeup with, and then go fuck some bitches up with, okay? So, I like her. That was awesome. I love what the ladies did tonight. Britt, what was the name? See, I told you guys I don't know a lot, but there was one girl, Madison Rain, I think is her name. I don't remember her name, but at first I was like, okay, so I'm familiar with all 3 of these girls. I know who Chelsea Green is. I know who Britt Baker is. I know who Tessa Blanchard is. Never seen them wrestle, but then I felt like the other girl did not belong in there. No. She belongs. She belongs. So, when Omega was coming out, I made the comment on my stream, like, I just want to understand what the hype is about. I get it. This is the 3rd Kenny Omega match that I watch, and he just delivers. Everything that he hits looks painful. Every hit that he takes looks painful. That spot that he took on the apron, oh my God, I was shooketh. I wish he would have done a little bit more about with his outfit and this and that, but it doesn't matter, he doesn't need that. His hair distracted me, side note, but I get the hype. And you know, I have never been critical of Omega, I will say this, but I have never positively praised him because I don't know, I'm not familiar with it, right? I cannot debate or talk about a subject that I am not familiar with, and I am still not, don't get me wrong, I am not like, oh my God, almighty Omega, I know everything there is to know about him, but all that I'm saying is every single time that I have watched him, he's delivered, and until that match, that's the match that did crown the ladies match for me. I thought it was a good match. Really liked it, really enjoyed it, so that was 2nd match that I really liked. Well, you know, I'm just giving you my top 3 favorite matches. There was moments, and then there was matches. Overall, I loved all of it, but there was some moments, and then there was some matches that I really enjoyed. So, match that I really liked was the main event. I was like, why is this main event thing? But like I said, I'm not familiar with these people. I always thought, I would say, I never said it out loud, but I heard all the Young Bucks are just overhyped. All they do is super kick, this and that. Now, my background in falling in love with wrestling comes from watching Lucha Libre in Puerto Rico, that high-paced action, flipping around and super kicking and just non-stop action. That's what I love. So, that main event, it was so good. It was so good. Everything about it. Ever since it started, it never slowed down. Rey Mysterio, my God, you still got it. It was just amazing. I get it. And it wasn't what I expected. I honestly expected a bunch of fucking super kicks the whole match. And it wasn't that. It was so good. And like I said, you didn't know when it was going to stop. So I love that. I love the main event. Very well done. I want to talk about the moments that I like, because on top of those 3 matches, there were some moments that I really enjoyed. And Cody Rhodes. Cody, you're never going to watch this review, but I just want to say, first of all, thank you for what you put together tonight for the wrestling world, for the wrestling fans, for the wrestling community. The fans deserve that, and it's awesome. It's awesome. There's nothing better than just flipping a middle finger to those people that don't believe in you, that says that you can, and just proving them wrong. You know, the world is full of non-believers, and there's not enough people to prove those non-believers wrong, but you're one of them. So thank you for what you did tonight. But your entrance, I had goosebumps. As soon as he came out, I had goosebumps. The dog! The dog! Brandy? Girl. Anyways, when he won the title, it just felt so emotional. It was like one of those moments, like I have been one that had gone on record and said, oh, titles are just a prop. You know, I said that in a debate probably before. It's just a prop. That shit is scripted. That moment, the title meant something, whether it was scripted or not. And I appreciated it, you know, and you can just see his dad smiling down. The whole entire world was smiling down. It was just such a moment, you know. There's no other way to describe it. And it was awesome. And I loved it. I loved everything. From the second he came out, there was a couple of weird things in the match itself, but it was dramatic to say the least. I love the crimson mask and the old school visual of the blood. That was really cool because we don't see that anymore. But when he won, it was super emotional, and he had his, you know, his crew there. It was just really cool. And the dog. Jericho was there. Okay, so, I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, I don't know, you know, I know that Jericho does some work with them. I watched Wrestle Kingdom. I watched his match against Omega, so, but it was so fucking cool, and I popped so hard. First of all, Jericho, I'm trying to grow my hair too, see this, but I don't know what you're using, but please tweet me and let me know, because your hair is looking amazing. It was really cool to see Jericho. It was really cool to hear him promote the cruise, because of course everybody's excited for the Jericho cruise. There's so many exciting things happening in wrestling today. Male Arrow, I know that he lost, and I know that the match went on probably a couple of minutes too long for my liking, but he looks so good. He looked better than most of like the wrestlers today. And on top of that, this guy doesn't need to be wrestling. We know that he's a millionaire. Now, when Arrow gets done, we know what he's going to do with his life. He has a backup plan. He looked good. He looked in great shape. So, I mean, I love that moment too. I love him. I love seeing him. So, that was pretty awesome. Honorable mention, because I was trying to keep it to 3, but I want to give an honorable mention to the Flip Gordon and Jay Lethal match, because I actually really, really enjoyed that match. It was full of action. I loved the Battle Royale on the beginning of the show, on the pre-show on WGN. I thought it was really cool that they put the pre-show on WGN. I love the name. I think it was like 0 Hour, Hour 0. I thought that was really, really cool. I'm so hyped. I'm talking so fast. That's how you know I'm excited about this. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think. The show itself overall was really good. I really felt like I got just my money worth overall, and I really enjoyed it. And I just want to say thank you to Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks for putting this together for all of the wrestling world. I just want to say to anybody that I ever said before, you know, I don't watch it. I don't want to watch it. I never really said any harsh critical words to the people that watch New Japan, you know, Ring of Honor, any other promotions. I never really throw any shade at them. I don't have to. I watch WWE, and that's all that I watch. But now I feel like, you know, when you watch the horse race and they have those things so they don't look to the side, I feel like those things have been removed. You know, like, I have been missing out on some amazing wrestling, and maybe this is the beginning of something new. Maybe I will attend a fucking indie event. Maybe I will go to my first non-WWE event. Maybe that will be my next vlog, because that was awesome, and the energy, the crowd felt good, the wrestling was good. There were so many stunts. They were like defying. Like, I don't even understand how these people were doing that. So, the Demon Diva, the Demon level was all in, and I rank all in a big fat A. Would have been an A+ if it would have been New York City. You know, I had to say something, but I'm just glad, you know, like, I saw so many of my friends there. The wrestling podcaster, the wrestling content creators that were out there and felt so important. You know, because I wasn't there, but, you know, we're a community, and it's awesome to feel recognized, because at some point, you have to understand that also the content creators and the podcasters are the people that are putting these things out there for other people to know about, you know? I just said it. I didn't know anything about Tessa Blanchard, and I heard it in so many podcasts, and I saw her too, and I was like, holy shit, I get it, you know? It was just really good when they did the podcast Raw and Starcast, and, you know, they were having all these podcasters be able to do interviews, to meet the talent. It just, like, I don't know, it felt like the start of something really special. And I am so excited, and it made me open my eyes to things that I was so sure that I didn't need any of that. You know, I'm happy with what I'm watching, but I'm not saying I'm fully unhappy with WWE. You guys know I have my moments that I enjoy, my moments that I don't enjoy, you know? So I'm not saying that I'm like 100% unhappy with WWE, but there's a lot of more unhappiness that there is happiness. There's a lot more unhappiness that there is happiness right now. So this was awesome. Shackles, the restricted view. I feel like a prisoner that has been released from solitary confinement. And I feel stupid for not listening to you guys. I feel stupid for waiting this long to discover all of this. But hey, I discovered it. So let's make up for lost time. Let's see where this takes me in my finding my love for wrestling journey. But let's see where this takes wrestling as a whole. I just wanted to come in here and talk a little bit about All In because it was just so exciting to watch. And it's just so excited. To all of my friends that were out there, you lucky bastards. I should have listened to everybody. I had so many people ask me, are you going to All In? Nah, it's not for me. That was for me. Everything that I watched tonight was for me. Everything that I've watched for the last 2 days on my Twitter TL is for me. So I don't know why I wasn't there, but I will be there next time. So now I will ask you to make sure to hit the like now that you watched the video. Because why would I ask you to hit the like button on the beginning of the video? Then that means that I'm asking you to like my content without even watching it. How would I know if you liked it or not? Then that's a fake like. But now that you liked it, and I'm sure if you liked All In, smash the like button. I can't believe I just said that. And if you like my thoughts, I lost my Young Bucks virginity. I lost my I'm not watching anything other than WWE virginity. So this is awesome. Let's have a drink. Let's celebrate. This is better. This is better. I got the drink. Cheers to All In, to Cody, to the Young Bucks, to everybody that put that show together, to StarCast, to all of the podcaster, content creators that went out there and got to showcase their skills. Cheers to the history-making All In pay-per-view that we witnessed tonight. And cheers to the wrestling community expanding and everybody else seeing it and everybody opening their eyes like I did tonight. I'm a new human. I'm a new human. Cheers. On that note, make sure you go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WWE Demon Diva. Same handle for both. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell button, and also hit the like button because now you watched that we even had a drink together. Check out Rant Within. Subscribe to us on iTunes or check out the website for all of my other podcasting, exclusive podcasting that I do for the Rant Within network. And until next time, adios. Mwah.
Welcome to the demon level, body slam you through the rubble. Hosted by your demon diva, queen of sass, style Lisa. Champions and main events, hot and cold and all your questions right here, so tune right in. 1, 2, 3, we got you pinned. Roman Reigns is angry, now Issa got some ladywood. She would love a spanking, yeah, I bet that feel real good. John Cena sucks, yeah, I told you so. Who will be this week's biggest douchebag? Soon you'll know. The Fans Podcast Network, we always putting in that work. We love that Raw's time to ride. Beastie does no wrong in her eyes. So volume up, don't miss a beat. The latest WWE Smackdown, you be smacking down. And Issa, she don't miss a thing. Pile driver, body slam, power bomb you on your head. The demon level is next level. Do you smell the rock or do you smell trouble? So now it's about time to begin, and now it's time for the rhyme to end. It's time for the hostess with the most. It's the demon levels hotter than the kettle. Yo.